great day, everyone. It's Friday and you made it. My name is Beverly Logan. Welcome to our Friday Yoga and Mindfulness sessions hosted by our YMTPP² program. Over this past year, in collaboration with the Booker Borough President Eric Adams, we were able to train and certify 30 people to teach yoga and mindfulness. Today, sharing their practices are our very own co-director, Stephen Strull of the YMTPP program, and Jessica McJunkin-Flatts. I now bring you to Jessica.
Thank you, Beverly. As mentioned, my name is Jessica McJunkin-Flatts, and I'm a graduate of the YMTP² program. I thank you all for being here and taking this opportunity to do something for yourself. During my time as a yoga student, we often focus on the terms attention and awareness. Attention, how our brain organizes information and is constantly moving. And then the term awareness, the knowledge of what is taking place and asking the question, what is changing? If I were to answer that question for myself, for you, I think I would say everything. Everything that we know is changing. How we work, how we socialize, how we live. And that can create stress. And sometimes stress can take us away from being present in the moments where we're most needed. So I invite you today to take time for yourself. I invite you to bring awareness to your body, your mind, and your spirit, and attention to what you need, even if just for this moment. To get us started, here is the Director of Student Services and co-director of the YMTP² program, Mr. Stephen Strull.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our practice and welcome to my home. What I'd like to do right now is center us. So we're going to do a centering, we're going to do some breath work, we're going to do a warm-up, and then we're going to go back to Jessica for our practice. So if you're like me and you've been sitting most of the day, you've been sitting back on your tailbone. What I'm going to ask you to do right now is I'm going to ask everybody to come just a little bit forward in your chair and sit upright. You have two little bones under your bottom called your sits bones. And I'd like you to sit really upright on those sits bones. Feel them, move your bottom in the chair, get comfortable, wiggle around, kick off your shoes if you have your shoes on. I'd say your socks too, but it's been a little while since pedicure, so I know that that might be rough for folks. But we're going to take a comfortable seat. And we're going to begin right now by just taking 3 deep breaths in through our nose and out through our nose. If you'd like, you can close your eyes or have a soft gaze in front of you. So all together, deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Again, deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And now a third breath, the deepest breath in, gather up all of your day, all of your week, all of April, bring it in, and let it out with a big sigh. Okay. Now, most of us, we keep a lot of tension in our shoulders. So what I'd like everyone to do right now is simply, with your arms down at your side, we're going to raise our shoulders up as high as we can get them. And then we're going to bring them back, shoulder blades together, and back down to your sides. Again, arms up, bring them back, shoulder blades together, and then down by your side. One more time together. Shoulders up, bring them back, shoulder blades together, and then bring them down to your side. Shake that out a little bit, adjust, make sure you're back in your seat, feeling good and comfortable. We're going to move on now to our neck. Now our neck is a very, very delicate soft spot of our body, and we want to be really careful and gentle here when we move our neck. Again, take that seat. Sits bones, you want to sit upright, not like a soldier, but we want to sit upright, hands on our knees, and bring your neck gently to your left side. Back to center, and then gently to your right side. Back to center. Take a breath here, let it out. Again, to the left, back to center, to the right, and back to center. Take a breath here, let it out, and one more time. Gently to the left, back to center, gently to the right, and back to center. Good. How's everybody feeling? Right? Let's get comfortable again. Make sure we're in our comfortable seat. We want our feet firmly on the ground in front of us. We want our knees over our ankles if we're seated. We want our torso over our waist, over our hips. We want our shoulders in line, and we want our head and our neck looking forward and straight. So we're going to move on now to some breath work. And the breath is our source of life, right? Especially in these times. So we know that in order to be well, we need our breath to be healthy. And one of the practices that I use almost every day is called balanced breath. And it's exactly what it says. It's a balanced breath, meaning that you breathe in for the same amount of time as you breathe out. And we're going to do that together. We're going to do that together right now. For about a count of 4 in, and then about a count of 4 out. And we'll adjust as we go. So, finding our comfortable seat. We're going to close our eyes or have a soft gaze in front of us, whichever is most comfortable for you. And then when you're ready, we're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Together again, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Again together, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. And now what I'm going to ask you to do is at your own pace, we're going to take about 2 or 3 minutes now just for balanced breath. Part of the lessons in the Yoga and Mindfulness Teacher Preparation Program are the physiological effects of yoga and mindfulness as we practice. And one of the very positive effects that we get from this practice is that we lower our heart rate, we lower our respiration system, and we take everything down just a notch. And you'll let me know in a couple of minutes how that works. So at your own pace, 4 might work for you, could be 5, maybe 3, but we're going to spend a couple of moments now just breathing in together and breathing out at your own pace. Again, you may close your eyes or have a soft gaze in front of you. I'll get us started. In, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. And now on your own. Now we'll take this last inhale together, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Deep breath in through your nose, and let it out with a sigh. All right, we'll let that go. Shake that off. Think about how that affected your breathing. Think about that, think about how that may have affected your heart rate, and think about how it may have affected how you're feeling in the present moment. Part of what the yoga and mindfulness program is teaching us is how to feel, or what to feel, or notice our feeling in the present moment. And so how you feel now may actually be different than how you felt a few moments ago. All right, continuing with our warm-up, and the next little set of sequence, or the next sequence that I'm going to do for you, this is what I do every morning. This is how I begin my day before I sit down for my first conference call in the morning. And I've combined two of our exercises, two of our yoga movements. I've combined the 6 movements of the spine with our half sun salutation. And I believe we practiced 6 movements last week, but just to refresh everyone's memory, we'll come up to the front of our chair again and find our sits bones. And the spine actually moves in 6 directions. We learned some fancy terms in our training, flexion, extension, but for me, the easiest way to remember 6 movements of the spine is front, back, left, right, twist, twist. Front, back, left, right, twist, twist. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate each of those movements, then we're going to put them all together. All right, follow along. So for the first movement, we're going to start with our arms down at our side, feet planted on the floor, knees over ankles, torso over hips. And we're going to breathe in with our arms up. We're going to do a little baby back bend. And then we are going to reach out from our waist and we are going to bend over, curving the spine. That's 1. You've now moved your spine forward. In order to move your spine back, we're going to come back up with a breath. We're going to bring our arms down behind our back. Now here you have an option. You can either rest your palms on your lower back, or you can clasp your hands and you want to reach down, come up out of your waist, look up, chest up, chin up, eyes up, arms straight, palms together. That's 2. And on an inhale, we're going to come back to neutral. So we went forward and we went backward. After front back is left right. So we're going to do what we did to begin the first movement. Arms up, and we're going to reach our left hand down, right arm over our head. We're going to come up out of our torso, and we're going to lean to the left. That's number 3. We're going to come back up to center and reverse it. Right arm down, left arm overhead, lean out of the waist. You should feel a nice stretch in the left part of your body, and that's movement number 4. With an inhale, I'm going to come back up to center, and then arms down by our side. Good. Readjust in your chair. Make sure you're comfortable. We went forward, we went backward, we went left, we went right, and what's left? Twist, twist. So get centered in your chair again. Get ready. On an inhale, arms up. This time, we're going to twist our torso to the left, left arm behind, right arm on left knee. That's number 5. And then arms back up. And we're going to twist to the right, right arm behind your back, left arm on your knee. If that's too much, you can put your right arm on your right hip as well, but you want to be able to really twist, turn that head as far as it's comfortable. And then we'll come back to center. And that's 6 movements of the spine. Front, back, left, right, twist, twist. All right. Ready to do it together? We're going to do it 2 times together, and then we're going to add one more part of the sequence after we do this twice together. We're going to do it with our breath. So we're going to try it with inhale and exhale, and that may build up just a little bit of heat in our bodies this afternoon. Remember, we're warming up, and so part of a warm up is you want to build some heat in our body, get that respiration going again. All right, feet on the floor, knees over ankles, torso over hips, arms at your side, and we're going to do this in one continuous flow. 6 movements of the spine. On an inhale, arms up, clasp hands, slight back bend, bend over. Feel the stretch. On an inhale, come up, release your hands behind your back, place them on your lower back or clasp behind you, reach down, Look up, chest up, arms as straight as possible. Take a breath and come back to neutral. Now we do left, right. Arms up. On an inhale, reach to the left. Back up, reach to the right. Back up, and then arms down by your side. Good. Now twist, twist. Arms up. We're going to twist to the left. Arms up on an inhale, twist to the right. Arms up on an inhale, and then back down to your sides. Call this our seated mountain pose. One more time. Arms up, clasp hands, slight back bend, bend over, rounded spine, feel the stretch. Back up, arms down and behind, chin up, chest up, reach down, back to neutral, arms up, we're going to move to the left, arms up, and we'll move to the right. On an inhale, arms up, and then back down to neutral. Last twists, arms up, and we're going to twist to the left, arms up, and we're going to twist to the right, arms up, and back down to neutral. Excellent. Okay, one more part of our warm-up, and then we'll move on to Jessica. So for this part of our warm-up, we're going to do our half sun salutation, and just follow along with me. Arms up. Here we're going to come up and out of our waist and forward fold. Bring your arms down as far as they can go. You can rest them on your shin if that's more comfortable. Reach your toes if you can reach those. Rounded back. Then we're going to just come up a little bit. Flat back. We call this our pike position. Back down, forward fold, and then arms all the way up and back to our seated mountain. And that's our half sun salutation. So we're going to do the whole sequence one time, and then, well, if you're like me, you're going to be warmed up. So let's find that comfortable seat again. Feet on the floor, feel the earth under you. Really plant those feet down. Ankles over, or knees over ankles. Torso over hips, seated mountain, and here we go. Arms up, little baby back bend, bend over, rounded back, feel the stretch. Back up, arms down and behind, reach down, chin up, chest up, back to neutral. Arms up to our left. Arms up to our right, arms up, back to mountain. Arms up, twist to the left, arms up, twist to the right, arms up, back to mountain. And now for our final half sun salutation, arms up, forward fold, pike position, forward fold, arms up, and back to mountain. Thank you again for being with us. I hope that was a good warm-up for you. I hope your heart's beating a little bit faster. I hope the breath is up a little bit, and I hope you found a little bit of heat to continue our practice. It's my pleasure now to turn you over to a YMTPP certified yoga and mindful teacher, Jessica McJunkin-Flatts.
Thank you, Stephen. That was a great warm-up to prepare us for this yoga practice. So I know that you have already adjusted, but just readjust if you need to into your seat, and we'll begin. Take a nice full breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's do that again. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. On our next inhale, we're going to do a shoulder stretch. Inhale your arms up above the head, and you can gaze up to your sky and take a nice breath in and breathe out. And let's do that again. inhale and lengthen spine, and breathe out. And just hold it for a minute. Just take a breath and relax into your space. And now take another inhale. And you're going to exhale and extend your arms behind you. Now, if you have a chair with a back, you can hold on to the back of the chair at the bottom. For intensity, you can move up a bit, or you can rest your hands on the small of your back, whichever is comfortable and works for you. Face forward and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And on your next inhale, be intentional and lift your heart open to receive all that is meant for you. Inhale, lifting heart, and exhaling. When you've completed that, inhale, arms back up, and bring arms down, and just take a moment. Get yourself situated if you need to. And let's take another inhale. So inhale, arms up. And this time, you're going to exhale and forward fold over and between your knees. Your hands can touch the floor, or they can just rest, whatever is good for you. If you prefer and you have yoga blocks, you can place your hands on top of the blocks or a stack of books or magazines. And just relax in this position. You can let your head hang, shake it from right to left, yes and no, and just be still in this moment. And when you're ready, inhale back up and exhale. Now I invite you to take a beautiful inhale and extend your right leg. You're going to bring arms up overhead, and you're going to forward fold right over. And you should feel a good stretch of your hamstrings. You can flex your foot if you need to, and see how that goes for you. And then inhale back up, and exhale your leg again. Lift arms up, and forward fold over the same leg. Flex that ankle. Give yourself a nice stretch of that leg. Go at your own pace. Remember, it's what's comfortable for you. And when you're ready, bring yourself back to center. Now let's try that with our left leg. Let's inhale up, exhale our leg out, and forward fold down to the floor. Same thing. Feel your hamstring stretch, flex up the ankle if you should need it. And then bring yourself back up to center. Take a moment. And let's repeat. Inhale back up. Extend that left leg. Forward fold. Feel that hamstring. Flex and just relax into the position. And when you're ready, bring yourself back up to central. You may need to move your shoulders a bit. Just relax, unwind. I know that you guys are doing a great job. And remember, it's not if you're doing it correctly, but am I doing it comfortably for myself? Okay, so always remember that with any yoga practice. We're going to transition into our next pose. So take a nice full breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I would like you to take your right forearm and rest it on the top of your right thigh. And you're going to inhale and extend your arm out looking past your fingertips. Then you're going to inhale straight above, looking up to the sky, and exhale over and get a nice stretch of your side. And you can hold it for a second and then exhale back to center. I hope that felt good for you guys. I know we're sitting quite often and we don't really move some of the muscles that we're used to. So let's do that again. We're going to take our right forearm and place it on our thigh. You're going to inhale out, gaze past, bring to center, exhale over and stretch. And if you want to, you can do a little bit of this to get, a little more intensity to that side, a little bounce, and then bring yourself back to center. Now take it on your own without instruction. I will mirror what it should look like. Great job, guys. Now let's do that on our left side. Left forearm, place on top of thigh. Inhale, arm out. Look past and gaze upon something that brings you happiness and vision. Inhale up above and over for a nice stretch. And bring back to center. And let's repeat. Left forearm on top of thigh. Inhale out and up and over for a nice stretch. Quick little bounce and bring back to center. Now do on your own without instruction. I will mirror for you. Great job, guys. Let's transition and move into a new pose. And we're going to, at this point, take a moment and just sit. Take a nice full breath in and take a nice breath out. A nice breath in and breathe out. Inhale, arms up. And we're going to do a forward fold. And then bring yourself back up. Lengthen spine with the breath. And you can do a slight back bend. And exhale it out. Okay? Now, bring your arms back up with an inhale. And you're going to release and exhale the palms of your hands on top of your thighs. And you're going to slowly forward fold and rest on top of them. Once again, allow your body to rest in this position. Relax. Let your head drop if you need to. And just be thoughtful. Be mindful. Take the moment that you need. Remember to breathe in and breathe out. And on your next inhale, I want you to push into your thighs and raise yourself up, lifting your heart and relaxing the body. If you need to take that again, let's do it. Raise up and forward fold, resting on top of thighs. Inhale up and push. And let out a breath. I hope it's feeling good for you as it is for me. In this moment, I want you just to relax and go at your own pace and follow along as you need to. Make adjustments where needed, but enjoy yourself during this practice. We're going to transition into a goddess pose with a twist. So get comfortable again. And you're going to open legs as far and as comfortably as you can. And you're going to bring arm out, bring down, and roll up and look past your fingertips, similar to the position and pose that we were doing before. So let's do that together. Let's inhale our arm out, bring it down, extend the arm up, and exhale. Bring yourself back to center. How did that feel for you? You're working your sides, you have a nice hip opener, you're loosening up the body for the same routines that we do each day, sitting down, okay? Let's try that again. Inhale, arm out, bring down, and exhale and roll up your hand. And bring yourself back to center. Let's try that on our left side. Inhale, arm out, bring down, and roll nice and easy up, looking past your fingertips, and bring yourself back to center. Let's take it again. Inhale, lower, extend, and gaze past. Bring back to center. Very nice. Why don't we take that on our own? I will mirror both sides and you can practice. I hope that went well for you guys. Let's move on. Find and readjust as you need to. Take a nice, beautiful breath in and exhale. In this moment, we're going to do a few leg lifts. So inhale, arms up, and then exhale and bring your hands underneath your right thigh. You can bring your fingers together for extra support. You can utilize a yoga strap if you have. You can also use a scarf to lift your leg or a belt. Be as gentle as you need to be and make sure you're comfortable. So let's begin. Inhale, exhale, and lift knee to chest and bring it down. And we're going to play with alternating, okay? Nothing is perfect, so don't get caught up. If you feel like you made a mistake, you surely didn't. You're just doing what is best for you. So let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, underneath your left thigh. Bring knee to chest. And then lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, underneath right thigh. Bring knee to chest. And then lower. You may or may not be feeling a little bit of a stretch in your thigh, but that's okay. Everyone feels things in different parts of their body. So let's do some more. Inhale, exhale to left leg, knee to chest, and bring it down. If you cannot bring your knee to your chest, that's okay. Raise your knee as high as you can and make it work for you. Inhale up, underneath your right leg, knee to chest, and exhale it out. And we'll do one last cycle with this left leg and keep moving. Inhale up, bring underneath, lift knee to chest, and exhale it down. So in this moment, you may want to do a little shoulder roll, shake out the wrists, just loosen the body up a little bit. I know we've been moving consistently, so just take this moment and relax. If you need to, take a breath and breathe out. Remember to always breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth for a comfortable build up and release, okay? let's move on. I want to try with you some resistance, and it's going to involve us doing another inhale with our arms up, okay? So inhale your arms up, palms facing back, and exhale, arms down, palms facing down. Palms up, inhale, release, palms down. Remember to breathe with each movement and just follow my lead as we move forward. Palms up, inhale, release, palms down. Remember to breathe, it's important. And let's move up and down. Let's bring back to center. And once again, just relax in your seat. In this moment, be still. Think about what you wanted to get out of this practice, what you needed, and just breathe as you normally would, taking time for yourself. You can mimic any of the moves that we did today during this time. So you can breathe up and forward fold. You can breathe up and bring hands to thighs and rest on top. You could even do our forearm and extensions, or you can do our outstretch, our down, and roll up. I hope you guys are all feeling really great in this moment. I'm going to transition us into a moment of mindfulness with a yoga pose. So please adjust your seat, and I will do the same. We're going to do a seated mountain pose with mindfulness. Adjust. You may need to move a little closer to the edge of your seat. Hands on tops of thighs or hanging down if that's more comfortable for you. Breathe in and lengthen your spine, and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. The act of mindfulness leaves us to be present within that specific moment. And as I mentioned earlier, when we hold stress within our body, that can lead to the opposite. And we can become distracted, agitated. And so right now, I hope that this mindful practice can bring you some comfort and possibly alleviate any stress that you're holding, either within your body, your mind, and we can move forward. So get comfortable. Take a nice full breath in and breathe out. And on your next inhale, bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your stomach, abdomen area. And just feel your heartbeat. Just be in this moment, take your time. And as we prepare, you can close your eyes for this, or you can gaze onto something within your home or your space that calms you, makes you smile, or brings you comfort. Once you've located that, take a nice breath in and breathe out. Often during times that we face struggle and uncertainty, we can be left with feeling tense and sometimes unsure. I invite you to adjust to those feelings, adjust to the unknown, and be okay with it, because we are all essentially in this together. Close your eyes if you haven't already, or fix your gaze. Inhale gratitude and happiness. Exhale sadness and frustration. Inhale and give attention to your hopes and your dreams for now and the future. Exhale your worries and your fears. Inhale serenity and tranquility. And exhale anything that agitates your peace. Sit with yourself for this moment and attend to your mind, your body, and your spirit. Be still and take a breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Listen to what the body needs as you move forward in the days to come. Take moments to tend to yourself and practice acts of mindfulness and self-care, however that may look for you. Take your time and acknowledge what you need. Relax into this space and be okay. I thank you guys so much for taking the time to be a part of the warm-up and practice today. I hope that it brought you some comfort and some ease during these times, and that you will continue to join us when we hold our practice. Remember to breathe in all the things that are needed and exhale what you don't. The practices we did today can be done at home, and they can also be done while standing up. So it works out great. Walk around your home and breathe up and breathe out. Doesn't matter if anyone's looking, and if anyone asks you, hey, what are you doing? Just say, I'm taking time for myself. I appreciate you all. I hope that you will all be well. All my best to you now and moving forward. Let's end it with a beautiful breath in and exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Be still and rest. Inhale, rest. And just breathe. I will now hand you over to the Director of Student Services, Brooklyn South, Ms. Beverly Logan, and co-director of the YMTP² program, Beverly Logan. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Stephen and Jessica, for sharing your practices with us today. My hope is that you enjoyed and again practice the self-care that we're providing. More importantly, it doesn't have to always just be on Friday. You can do it every day by visiting our website, www.ymtpp.org, where we have these practices and others available to you. I leave you with this. When life gives you 100 reasons to break down and cry, Show life that you have a million reasons to smile and laugh. Stay strong, be well, and be safe.